Yet another awful performance by the Toronto Raptors as they fall 114-104 to the Charlotte Hornets. Have lost now 4 straight games, and they're now 17-21. Pascal, OG, Fred, Malachi Flynn, Patrick McCaw, all in COVID protocol still. So Raptors try their best to run the best lineup they can out there. It's not good enough, man. It's just not good enough. We've heard over the years the Raptors' depth is the reason they are so good. They're great at developing, blah, blah, blah. But there comes a time where it's just not enough, right? It's just not. And when you lose Pascal, OG, and Fred, 3 of your 5 starters, it's very hard to win basketball games. You lost to the Pistons. You lost to the Atlanta Hawks. You've lost to the Charlotte Hornets. Oh, don't take me the whole, well, Charlotte's been better this year. I don't care. I really don't. They're not the Lakers. They're not Milwaukee. They're not Brooklyn. This Raptor team is royally struggling bad. Now, when those 3 guys come back, those 3 main guys come back, is things going to change? Maybe. But when the hell's that going to be? You play again tomorrow. I'm assuming they're not going to be back for that game as well. In Chicago, second night of a back-to-back. At this point, Raptor fans, what do we want to see? You're 4 games under. I don't care if we're in the number 9 seed or 10 seed or 8 seed at this point. I don't care. You're clearly seeing the lackluster of this team. I wrote down some notes, but I'm grabbing at straws. Let's get to some Raptors stats. Actually, no, let's get to the game first and talk about how bad this was. First quarter, game was over after that. You could have packed things up and went home after that. Raptors down after 1 quarter of play. Get this. 44-24 after 1, not 1 half, 1 quarter. They allowed 44 points in 1 quarter. I will say it again. You're not playing Brooklyn, Milwaukee, all Boston even. These great offensive ball clubs. Not saying Charlotte's a bad team because clearly I think they're a game over 500 or they're in and around there. So they're not bad. But the fact that they scored 44 in the first quarter tells you how bad the Raptors offense was by only scoring 24 and how horrendously bad defensively they were, allowing 44 points. Second quarter, the Raptors were able to cut it down to 20. They only allowed 23 in the second quarter. All right, it's a little bit better. And you score 28, you're plus 5. But you're still down 15 at halftime. You're dug yourself such a huge damn hole. You got to try and crawl out of this thing. You need a strong third. Well, you didn't get it. You allow 31 in the third quarter, and your offense is dry as heck. You only scored 21. The Raptors allowed 75 points in the first and third quarter. You just can't allow it to happen. And they go in the fourth and they're down by, what are they down by? 20-something going into the fourth quarter. And your Raptors fans, at least they finished the game strong. 31-16 fourth quarter. That's great. No starters were playing. So who cares? You scored 31, you only allowed 16. Maybe the bench guys should have played the entire game. Obviously, that's sarcasm. The Raptors as a team shot 38% from the field and 33% from 3. They allowed the Charlotte Hornets to shoot 49% from the field and 43% from three-point range. This team is just 2 years removed by being the best defensive three-point defending team in all of basketball when they won the championship. And one of the best teams at holding teams, field goal percentage low. Well, that ship has sailed. This team is vastly different. And they are just not good enough. At least the roster we're seeing right now. I'm excluding Pascal, Fred, and OG because they're not here right now. So I can tell this and be like, well, they're better with of course they are. Of course they're better with the other guys. But those guys are not here right now. They haven't been here for 4 games. You've lost all 4 games. And that's not showing how bad the depth is. You lost 3 of your 5 starters. 2 of which should be all-stars. Pascal may be one of these, but either way, they're arguable all-stars. Kyle Lowry, love him to death. Obviously the best Raptor of all time. Norm, love what he's been doing all year long. But those 2 guys cannot carry this team because you need supporting cast. And yes, Boucher has been a revelation this year. He's been so good. He's not a guy who can carry this team. This team does not have a Kawhi Leonard. You don't have a LeBron James, Giannis, Tatum and Brown. You don't have those type of guys. Steph Curry even. You don't have these guys. You got to bring a collective unit and win as a team. Well, when 3 of your 5 starters are not playing, that team just got a lot weaker. And you're seeing it. Norm Powell, love what he's done all year. 13 points, 3 boards, 2 dimes, 4 of 14, 3 of 8 from the field. He had 3 steals. Not Norm's best game. You needed him to drop like 40 if you wanted to win this game. Lowry, as I mentioned, greatest Raptor of all time. Stats-wise, didn't play a horrendous game. 19 points, 6 boards, 8 assists, shot 7 of 16, was 3 of 7 from 3. Again, they did their job. Powell got in double figures. Yeah, he didn't shoot the ball very well, but he had 3 steals in the game. Lowry was, had a very 19, 6, and 8. You can't be mad at that. And you look at Bembry. Bembry gave you 11.6 boards, couple dimes on 5 of 10, missed both threes, and had 2 steals. That's nice. Boucher had 16, 6, and 2. Shot 4 of 10. Was 0 of 2 from 3. Had 3 blocks in the game. And Paul Watson, who played 27 minutes, had 12 points, 1 board, 2 dimes. But you know what you're missing? You know what you're missing with these guys being out? Defense. Raptor fans, we've heard on every broadcast how Fred VanVleet should be on the NBA All-Defensive team. Pascal Siakam ain't no scrub on the defensive end. We all know the defender OG Anunoby is. If you're trying to replace those guys with Bembry, great player, but he's not an OG type defender, and you're trying to put Paul Watson in for a Fred VanVleet, you just can't do that. And maybe you could say, Pascal for, I don't know, who else played a lot of minutes today? Boucher even? Or, who else would have played a lot of minutes? Terrence Davis, all these guys. You can't replace those guys. You can't replace Pascal, Fred, and OG with the players that you have right now. They're just not good enough. I love what these guys are going out there and doing their best, and that's great. But in order for this team to even stay afloat, they needed all 3 guys in the lineup. When I'm talking about Pascal, OG, and Fred. You don't have any of them? It's not going to be an easy one. You're playing Chicago tomorrow, 9 p.m. You got a back-to-back. Obviously, the starters didn't play a whole lot of minutes because you got absolutely crushed in this game. So they're going to be well rested for tomorrow. Question is, do we have anybody else? Because if we go into Chicago tomorrow with this lineup, I don't know if I expect this team to win tomorrow. It's ugly, guys. Raptor fans, we've not seen this for quite some time. We have not seen this type of basketball by a Toronto Raptors team in quite some time. They had a great run. Not saying it's over. But 4 games under 500. It's a shortened schedule. Your guys are still out. I'm assuming they're not going to play again tomorrow. Things are not looking good in Raptorland right now. Yes, we won a championship. And yes, those were great times. But I'm talking in the right now. Things aren't very good. It's inevitable. It's not pretty. And all we can do is take it day by day and game by game. That's really all we can do at this point. So Raptor fans, that is going to do it for this one. If you enjoy the video and did not enjoy the game whatsoever, if you didn't even watch half the game or any of the game at all, hey, smack that like button. Do appreciate that. And the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game? If you liked anything, let me know what. If you didn't, let me know everything. Comment down below, guys. Go crazy. Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. The Instagram page is down below as well, so follow up there if you have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys. Jay's edition will be on Tuesday, wrapping up this past week's games. All right, so lots of great things happening in Blue Jay land. We'll talk about that on Tuesday afternoon at some point in time. As for the Leafs, they take on the Jets. No, they take on the Ottawa Senators tomorrow night, 7 o'clock puck drop there in Ottawa as the Leafs get back on the horse after tonight's rough game. Not a great night for Toronto sports. All right, 7 o'clock puck drop there in Ottawa as the Leafs take on the Sens. And as for the Raptors, as I mentioned, they take on the Chicago Bulls tomorrow, 9 p.m. tip-off in Chicago as the Raptors look to win a game. I mean, at this point, I don't think it really matters to any Raptor fan how it happens. It would just be nice to win a basketball game. All right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching and going through this with me. All right? So thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. All right? We'll talk to you guys tomorrow night.